before I even get into the story time, y'all, I already know this is gonna cause a lot of ruckus. A lot, but I really don't care. It's my truth, and it happened. So yeah, I'll have receipts at the end of this video. I'm gonna give a little context before I continue in this video. My mom was having a hard time during this time, and so I went and I stayed with my aunt, her kids and her baby's dad. Okay, around this time that this stuff happened, I was back living with my mom. Okay. So I was at home, my mom one day, my brother, and one of my mom's best friends, and I got a message on Facebook from my aunt's baby's dad. He texted me and he said, where's my baby daddy at? Because me and my baby daddy, I think we were together at this time. We was having problems. If you know, you know. We was toxic as fuck. So yeah, boom. So I told him that he wasn't allowed in the house no more. We keep bumping heads. That. Okay. He goes on to say, let's play a game. And I asked him what game. He was like, is it going to be confidential? 2 red flags and one right there.
What's wrong with these? Why would you... Was he on drugs? Like, why would you even choose your baby mama's sister's daughter? I don't know.
One, him asking me... Hold on. One, him asking me if we can play a game. 2, him asking me if we were going to keep it confidential. One more context before I even continue, y'all. Everything that was being typed, my mama was telling me to say. Okay, my mama and her best friend and I think it was my brother that was there. They was standing like right over my shoulder saying, Nadia, say this, say that. I was doing the typing, they were doing the thinking. So after he asked me if I was gonna keep it confidential, he sent me 2 more text messages after that. He sent me a laughing emoji, and then he sent a message that said, that's a question. Meaning that he was asking me a question, but it took me forever to even respond because we was trying to concoct what to say next, right? So after he said, that's a question, I answered back, yeah. Meaning, yeah, I'm gonna keep it confidential, okay? So after that, he told me that it was my turn, meaning I'm going to start it off. That was the first thing he said after he asked me like if we was going to keep stuff confidential. So he said, well, your turn. So I asked him, I said, truth or dare. Before that, my mama told me, she was like, we going to keep this shit funny. We not going to make anything personal. We not going to make anything nasty. Like, keep in mind, I'm 17 at this time, okay?
Okay, mom's on the right track. Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, you got to lead it up to it. Mom's on the right track, yeah.
17, I'm a minor. So, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's good. So mom was like, ask him if he eat his boogers. So I asked him if he eat his boogers. He came back with this little message. I'm not going to read it because I don't really care. It's nasty.
Nigga, yes or no? Do you eat your boogers? Y'all ever drove up next to somebody and you look over and they be like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't think I've ever seen white people do that. Shout out to my white folks.
And I'll insert it at the end of this video, so y'all will be able to read that for yourself. So after he said what he said about the booger thing, I put a laughing emoji and I was like, that's nasty. He was like, well, you asked, and then he asked me, truth or dare. I said, truth. He said, why were you trying to show your body off to me? I was confused on what he was talking about.
He cranking it up already.
Genuinely confused. So I asked him, what are you talking about? He said, LOL, why? I don't know what the why is for. Maybe it was an accident, but he put a laughing emoji, then said LOL, then said why. So 3 messages in one. So then I said, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, it's truth or dare. And I said, I never done that. He said, it's okay. It's confidential. Immediately, I went into defense mode because at the time, this was my favorite aunt. I stayed with her. Stop. I stayed with her. I would never do anybody that I'm so close with like this. Never, ever, ever. And I've never done it to this day. I'm 24. I've never done anything like this to anybody that I call myself being so close with. Okay? So like I said, I immediately got into defense mode and I was like, it could be confidential all it won't. I said, but I never done that. I was like, I've never done that. Uh, Sorry, I'm having to go back and read the message because I don't remember everything by it's not all in my head. Um, but I was like, if you talking about me walking around in sleeping shorts, then that's how I sleep here and everywhere else. If you know me, you know back then I didn't go out a lot in my teens because I just didn't. I didn't really care for it. So I didn't wear like revealing clothes or anything like that. You would always catch me in sleeping clothes though. Always, because I never went out. I wanted to be comfortable, so that's what I wore. Sleeping shorts, tank tops, t-shirts, shit like that. Never have I once ever walked around in my underwear in my aunt's house, in a sports bra, any of that. I've never done that, okay? So he takes back and he said that's not what he meant, and that to let him take that comment back, he was like, why were you being flirtatious? So once again, I got into defense mode again, and I was just telling him, like, I got a boyfriend who I'm in love with. Matter of fact, make that a husband that I'm in love with, and I would never do that to my aunt, you know? So he takes back and said, well, my truth is, I enjoyed it. He texts me again and said, I hate that our game has to come to an end. I hope we can play again, or something along those lines. So when he said, well, my truth is, I enjoyed it, I think, to me, it means he was saying, like, his truth is he enjoyed it as far as me being flirtatious and walking around in shorts, y'all. That's what that means to me. So then, once that's done, I said, Mom, I'm calling my aunt because I'm not doing this. So I called my aunt. I'm like, hey, are you around your baby daddy? She was like, no, I think he just got here. He's sitting outside. He's sitting outside. Like, think about it. While all that was going on, he was outside the whole time. The whole time. So I say, hey, like, I need to talk to you. I send her the messages. She's like, okay, I'm going to call you back. A few minutes later, she called me back, and I don't remember exactly what was said during this time, but she called me back, and he got on the phone talking about, Nadia, just tell the truth, say what really happened. And y'all, I'm so confused at this point. I don't know what he mean. I don't know what he want me to say, so I'm telling him, like, what do you want me to say? These messages are all that went down. Nothing more, nothing less. Like, that's it. Like I said, I don't remember what was said between me and her verbatim, but I do know that she did not believe me after I said that. And yeah, we fell out for a while. We did get back on good terms after that, and yeah. I know a lot of y'all gonna get on her and say, well, why did you even, start back talking to her and all this and that? Y'all, I really don't have an answer for that. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't have an answer as to why, I did, but I did. It happened. I know that this is gonna probably stir up some stuff in my family. But I mean, I really don't care. It's the truth. It's what happened. And I feel like I want to speak on it. I haven't really spoke on it to anybody outside of my family. So, and I haven't thought about this in years until like a couple days ago. It hit me at work. I went to my old Facebook because all this was in my old Facebook. And I saw all these. So I was like, oh, wow. Like, this really happened. So, yeah. And last thing, I don't know what I should call this. Like, would this be called being a foul or what? Like, I really genuinely want to know what y'all think in the comments, because I don't know if I should call it that or what. Like, I really don't know. What do y'all think?
I personally think that he should not be talking to yeah, that's the PDF file. If you ask me, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. That's definitely a PDF file. I'm glad she went to her mom and stuff, and and her mom, what I'm saying, not orchestrated, what do you call that shit? I be messing with my words sometimes, man. Damn, what's the word for it? Organized. Her mama had it organized, goddammit. Her mama had it organized. Her mom was taking control of the situation. So I like that she went to her mom about it. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, I'm gonna call it a PDF file, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, and she had stayed over that her aunt's house and stuff. And I'm glad he ain't never did nothing. I don't know. Like I say, I don't know if that my boy was on drugs or something. Like, why would you just? I don't know, bro. This should be weird. You know, like especially just weird, nasty. Y'all let me know what y'all think though in the comments below. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with me, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. All right, it's your boy Ray Big Play. Peace.